Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
All right, we're going to start off giving praises to Yahweh.
How about Shemi, how
Shai,
Shai,
Hashem,
Shem Crocodish?
Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who are well. Salutations to the hopeful elect that preach this truth out the four corners of the globe. I'm the brother Shemaiah from the GMS Cleveland branch with the brother Damiah Mahar,
Shalom, shalom.
the brother Bakar.
Shalom, shalom.
All right, through the spirit power, Yahweh Shem Shai, the Lord brought us together to do a Lord willing, an edifying lesson to those who take heed into the word. All right, and in these times right now, the Lord lifted up prophets to preach the word, to prepare our people for, the judgments and the times to come, and to prepare the prophets to wake up the elect so the elect can be sealed, so these prophecies can, start rolling in. This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 1. The word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord, saying, Thus speaketh the Lord Yahweh of Israel, saying, Write thee all the words that I have spoken unto thee in a book. For lo, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel and Judah, saith the Lord, and will cause them to return to the land that I gave their fathers, and they shall possess it. Right, so this is the first captivity where, we all of the tribes under Israel, north and southern kingdom, is serving the captivity together in the same land. So, we in this captivity, America is brothers scattered all across, the four corners of the globe. But the Lord gave us this truth, this book, this wisdom and knowledge, these scriptures in the land of our captivity so that we can remember ourselves. The Lord said that he was going to basically bring us all together from each scattered land where he scattered us. And that's him talking about, bringing the elect together for, redemption, for salvation. And Lord willing, that's prophecy. That's prophecy for the elect.
I got a precept. This second Ezra 15:1. It say, Behold, speak thou in the words of my people, the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. So the Lord told us to speak these prophecies, man. And he had the prophets back then write these prophecies in the scrolls, and we got these same words that the prophets wrote back then in these books, in this book called the Bible, man. And it's all different books, in one together, and it's written about different prophecies that's gonna come to pass, man. And then we read these scriptures and we learn them. Then we go out and teach these scriptures. We throw up videos. We go on the streets, man, because that's our job, to go out and prophesy. Us being prophets, we're supposed to be telling you people the prophecies that happened, that's happening, that's gonna happen in the future, man.
This second Esdras chapter 5th. Oh, Salakia, you just read that one. Salakia, this second Esdras chapter 9 verse 1. It say, He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So that's how we, watch and pray to be able to know what time we living in. Is we we use the scriptures, and then we, watch them come to pass. We read the scriptures and we watch them come to pass. That's why we, watch the news, why we read articles, why we download these different apps like RT News and stuff like that. Is to see what's going on in the world, see what Esau doing, and then equate it with the scriptures to know what time we in, to know how closer we is to the coming back of Yahweh Shai, and how closer we is to the chit, how closer we is to all these, big prophecies.
Right. Could you read verse 3? Because it said, when you see the prophecies that was written, that was spoken before, hey, that's how you measure the time diligently. Hey, it was written in the past that the mark of the beast was going to be mandatory. World War I, World War II, World War III, all of that thing, all of those different type of prophecies was written back then. In the ancient world. But now we in the that time period, we got all these different prophecies coming to pass, man. And it's about to name some of the prophecies that was coming to pass. I
The
mean,
same
well,
verse.
that's coming to pass, and it's about to name some of the prophecies though.
Verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Right. So it mentioned earthquakes and upwards of the people, and like in Matthew's 24, it talk about earthquakes in diverse places. When this year 2020 year of prophecy first started, you had over 1,000 earthquakes in Puerto Rico back to back in 7 days. You got earthquakes happening every day, man, different places, in places where it's not even tectonic plates at, man. You had a earthquake here um the end of 2019 in Cleveland, Ohio. We had an earthquake here. You got different earthquakes, different places, and that's prophecy in the Bible. Then it said upwards of the people, man, because you got these people rising up against the government for being on this lockdown. Every time they extended the lockdown, or the more they extended it, like states like the capital of Michigan, Columbus, Ohio, and they had the straps out there rising up, and in Texas, in their capital, they had people holding a big sign, and it said, Texas will not take the mark of the beast. So you got all these different people rising up against the government, which is an upward, and that's prophecy in the scripture. And before this coronavirus, you had the protests in France that was over a year that happened. So you got people protesting about, what's the Jake name who just got killed?
Ahmaud Arbery.
Right, they was protesting for that. But that's prophecy in the scriptures, man. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
This second Esdras chapter 15, verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh,
Mm-hmm.
and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, in the course of their actions shall stand in their own power.
right, and sedition is rising up against the authority, rising up
Mm-hmm.
against the rulers, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what these people doing, man. People is coming outside. They saying, forget this lockdown. I don't care about no virus. You had this one dude on the news. He it was like a citizen. He had caught himself what he was about to say, but in so many words, he was just leading up to, basically, you got me on lockdown for some shit that's not even affecting nothing. That's basically what he wanted to say, but he had to sugarcoat it. But you know, hey, you got these people, they not listening to the government. They opening up, we across the street from a hair store right now. They open, that bitch was just open. That bitch be open and stuff now, man. They opening up hair stores, people going to the lake, all of that, like it's normal, man. You know, because hey, Jake, and not just Jake, Esau, they not with this lockdown no more. They were going back to working, going back to their folly, their wickedness, man. So they go rise up, man, and that's how a lot of people go rise up when they try to enforce that chip. You gonna have people that's like, I ain't taking that chip. You got people now saying that I ain't taking no chip. So it's gonna be people rising up against this government on a higher level in the future. But hey, the beginning of it is now, man. All of this is just the beginning of it, man. It's more and more prophecies. It's more and more judgment and things to come, man. But it's about to turn up.
Verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Right.
And the beginning of that is starting, man, because you had in Florida, they have I don't know, was it the police, but basically you had New Yorkers escaping to Florida and the Esau, I'm just gonna say Esau, he was checking people, seeing was they from New York to send them back, or they couldn't come to Florida, man. And that's the beginning of a man desire to go in the city, not be able, man. They didn't cut off traveling to different countries, man. I think it's still like that. I'm not for sure, but you know, when this coronavirus stuff started, you wasn't able to go to Europe no more. You know, you couldn't take no flight to Europe, and London they had shut down their whole airport. You know, but hey, it's about to get on a higher level when they enforce that chip, man, because you ain't gonna be able to travel on your own free will, so to speak, unless you got that chip in your hand, man. You know, and if you in Cleveland, you ain't gonna be able to go to the suburb of Cleveland, you know, if you don't got the chip, you know, or depending on how big your city is, they might split the city. Like you ain't gonna be able to go on the east side of the city if you on the west side without that chip, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So things about to turn up, man, because hey, we're in a
Right.
time of prophecy.
Yeah, they gonna have checkpoints throughout the city. Right, and they gonna have military checkpoints. That's what they gonna have, you know, and they gonna be basically, you know, checking to see if people got that certification mark, what they call it.
Con,
I got something to close out with.
Salaki, I got a scripture real quick. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. It say, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. You know, so the Lord got men out there being watchmen, watching the news, watching articles, and you know, just watching out for prophecies, studying these scriptures. Hey, Sirach 39:1 talk about being occupied in prophecies. You know, then going out and telling the people what's making the people aware, man. You know, and it say, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. So yeah, hey, when we on the streets or when we doing these videos, somebody might be like, all right, what's the mark of the beast? We go tell them, all right, the mark of the beast is the RFID chip. You know, that the microchip, NFC chip, you know, whatever name they got it, but it's that electronic device, that tracking device that you ain't gonna be able to do nothing without it, man. You know, and if you take it, you gonna get destroyed by nuclear missiles. We gonna break the scriptures down, man. You know, cause hey, like Yahweh Shah said, it was he gave us the parables to understand, man. So average day person not gonna understand these parables, man. So they go need the prophets, the watchmen, to break it down for them, man. And it say, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. So everything we saying, it's gonna come to pass, man, and it's coming to pass now. You know, slowly but surely it's coming to pass. Everything we've been saying, everything the apostles and elders been saying, you know, from the beginning, and it's coming to pass, man. You know. Oh, but that's it. All right, son. So, Lord willing, this was edifying. So with that, we go close out, giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who grew well, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom and the Babal.
Blah, blah, blah.